Hello all. I haven't done an update in a while. My superstar has gone missing, so I've been kind of missing him. So I haven't done many videos, but the show must go on. Maybe he'll come back. I've been working on the Ratrod Bagger some more. I tried to pull it out to work on the brakes yesterday, and it skidded. You can see the skid marks all the way out. So obviously I didn't need to work on the brakes. I think they're working fine. So anyways, I started taking things apart on my chain system, seeing what on earth has locked it up. I couldn't find anything, so I removed the tire and wheel, and it was right seized. Now I already had this motor running. We ran it on the stand, and we've coasted it down the hill several times. So it was a mystery why it was locked up. And I pressed it apart using my press. Took all the bolts apart. There's the one cap. There's that side. The motor winding side and the magnets. All fastened with these bolts here. So I pressed them apart, and it was right full of rust and water. So I spent some time with this bristle and some WD-40. I don't know if that's a good idea, but that's what I did. And I've been cleaning up all the rust. It's looking better, it's smoother now. So I think I'm good for an assembly. And we're about ready to put this thing together for its final assembly. I'm not sure if I showed you yet or not. We've built an inner fender well there. I sheet metaled all this together. Little bondo in the corners there. Still needs paint. Controller's mounted. Down there is the DC-DC converter, so we can run 12-volt lights and maybe even a stereo, who knows. Here's the brake. Brake's coming together. I got to figure out how I'm going to position it down here for my foot pedal still. The boys bondoing. It's looking really good. Very pro for their first job. Neil's welding and Darcy's bodywork looks excellent. I'm impressed. They were very patient, did a good job. Smoothed it all in where it attaches to the body. Got our foot peg ready to go. So yeah, and then we got our fender skirts in now. I like those. They look like they belong. And lastly, here's a custom fender that I built. I welded it all together. I did all the metal work, and then Darcy's been body working it. So this was built from a pair of trailer fenders. You can see the weld mark. I cut it apart, welded it back together. To do that, to keep it straight, I welded the bottom side directly to, not this table, but to a metal surface to hold it straight while I tacked and kept my heat down. And then I made these pieces out of some sheet metal, and I radiused the corners before we welded them in. And you can see they're welded in too. So Darcy has body worked this. Probably one more sand and coat of paint, and it'll be done. This holds the headlight. Those go down, attach the forks, and right there bolts through into the fork. I threaded this hole in the fork there, so it mounts pretty sturdy. So that's our progress today. I got to bolt the motor back together, make sure it functions again, seal it up well with some silicone, and keep the water out this time, and we'll try it again. We're still waiting on some balance plug wires, some connectors to attach to our fancy batteries, and that's about it. As soon as they arrive, we can throw this together and we'll be done. So yeah, that's our progress so far. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.